Hi students, I welcome all of you for this special session on NRA, National Recruitment Agency, and the exam to be conducted by that agency is called CET, Common Eligibility Test, Computer Based Common Eligibility Test. See, before going further students, I'll tell you why this session, what is the need of this session. Since the announcement in the budget on 1st February by our Finance Minister, for the establishment of this National Recruitment Agency, we are getting hundreds of calls every day, or even mails also. Many students are getting confused. What is this recruitment agency? What is the difference between this one and the previous agencies? Then what is the fate of IBPS? IBPS is going to exist in future or not? Then SBI recruitment will be there or not for 2020? Many doubts they are expressing. Now, I'll try my best to dispel, clarify all the doubts related to this one. See students, before going further, I'll tell you one thing. Be assured about this one. 2020, whatever the recruitment is going to happen in 2020 is not going to be affected with this one. Remember this one. Alright, first you take that clarity. Because many students are saying that, sir, we are under pressure. We don't know whether SBI recruitment is going to happen in 2020 or not, that PO recruitment. Or IBPS is going to follow the calendar or not, we don't know. With that pressure, we are not able to concentrate on our exam or the preparation. Don't worry about that one. They have proposed that National Recruitment Agency, and it's true that central government is very serious on that one. Prime Minister himself had given some information about that one after the budget session in a press meet. So they are very serious about that one. They have allocated the budget also for that one, but it's going to take effect from 2021 only, not 2020. You please be rest assured about that one. Now we will go for that. Alright, and one more time I'm telling you, this SBI PO recruitment or notification is going to be notified very soon. Then after that, IBPS is going to follow the calendar as it is, how they have released in the month of January last month. And even the insurance examinations are going to happen for 2020. There won't be any change. Mostly from first quarter or second quarter of 2021, this is going to be effective. Hope all of you understood this one, right? Please be rest assured about that one. Now coming to this one, what is this National Recruitment Agency? See students, actually the idea of conducting one common test across the country, right, bringing all the agencies under one agency, one organization, is not a new idea. For the last 3 to 4 years, many intellectuals, many professionals have been sending some proposals to the government that students are getting troubled in the sense multiple exams they have to write. For example, students, if you take bank exams, right, conducted by IBPS or SBI, or other exams conducted by IBPS like insurance exams, then RBI Grade B, NABARD Grade A, then followed by SSC exams, CGL, CHSL, then MTS, then Junior Hindi Translator, Stenographer C&D, then Railway Recruitment Board, then Regional Rural Banks. For all these things, students have to apply separately. Yes or no? Then they have to pay the fee. Then they have to travel to some places to take the preliminary examination, followed by mains and other process. In this process, students are really getting problems in many aspects, either time-wise, effort-wise, then monetary also, monetary loss is there for the students. Many things are happening. For that reason, many people have requested the government. They sent many mails. Alright, many requests have come to the government. And finally, central government has taken a fantastic decision of conducting one common eligibility test for all the posts, all the government jobs in the country under one roof. But they have clearly mentioned in the budget speech that this agency will be taking care of the recruitment of only non-gazetted vacancies, right? Not gazetted vacancies or not managerial vacancies like civil servants are there, IAS, IPS, IRS, IFS. All these services will not come under this one. Alright, that will be as it is taken care by Union Public Service Commission. And state recruitment, State Public Service Commission recruitment also will not come under this one. Only non-gazetted vacancies like Staff Selection Commission, SSC CGL, this group B, C, D vacancies. All the exams conducted by SSC, most of the exams, not all, like SSC CGL, CHSL, then MTS, then Junior Hindi Translators, then Stenographers, Group C and D, and many other exams. Then Railway Recruitment Board, NTPC examination, and other C, D and Group B, C and D. Then followed by IBPS, then SBI, then other recruitment like insurance companies. Non-gazetted vacancies will be done by this organization. That too in a very systematic way. This is going to be really helpful for students who are preparing for this type of exams across the country. The process will be like this. They have not given all the details. They have not revealed all the details, but according to data we have received, according to the information we have with us, they are going to conduct this one once or twice in a year. Alright, and that too separately for 10th standard exams, separately for plus 2 standard, separately for graduate level exams. Alright, once one student qualifies in this one, they will be allocating one scorecard for that one, and mostly that scorecard is going to be valid for 3 years. Alright, and this is at the preliminary examination level only, not for the mains. For example, and one more thing, 3 years it is going to be valid, and they may give 2 to 3 opportunities for students to get betterment also. It's not like that you have written that examination once, it is going to be finalized. 2 to 3 opportunities will be given to you. The best out of the 3 will be taken as your score for coming 3 years. For example, you are writing bank clerical examination, SSC CGL examination, RRB Railway Recruitment Board NTPC examination, then insurance exams. 4 or 5 types of exams you want to attend. What you need to do for preliminary level, you need to attend only one test. Isn't it good for you students, right? You need not apply these many times. You need not pay the required fee also. Simply only one time you have to pay. That too we are expecting that one to be around 100 to 200 rupees only. I'm not sure about that one. That is the expectation, because generally central government jobs, that will be like that only. Then after that, after you attend that common eligibility test, they will be giving you one scorecard. As I told you, this is at the preliminary level. Then this result will be communicated to all the independent organizations like SBI Central Recruitment Department, IBPS, right? Then Staff Selection Commission, then RRB. Then at mains level, Tier 2 examination or mains, then interview or group discussion, that will be done by the concerned organization. You have written one common test, you qualified in that one. Based on that, they will be notifying for the PO vacancy or clerical vacancy or SSC CGL, like they will give the notification mentioning that the students who got score up to this one are eligible to apply for CGL examination or bank clerk examination or insurance examination. According to that, you have to apply for that one more time for the mains only. It will save ample of time, students' time, then the recruitment agency's time. Productively they are going to do the things now. Then once you apply for the mains, according to the standard of that one, standard of the examination, you need to qualify in the mains or interview or skill test or whatever it may be, that will go as it is. Because students, I'll tell you one thing, do you know how many government jobs are filled up? Government job means including public sector units, right? Then insurance exams, banks, RRBs, everything, right? Almost 1,20,000 to 1,35,000 vacancies are filled up every year. most of the candidates do not know this one. Unnecessarily they are just going for a private job and they are getting squeezed out by the organizations. Alright, so government job is always that is better than any private job. Any in the sense I can't say any, most of the private jobs. Alright, you will have job security here, career growth will be there, job satisfaction will be there, then societal recognition will be there. Many things are associated with this one. Anyway students, 1,20,000 to 1,35,000 vacancies are filled up every year. Then the candidates apply for that one is around 2.5 to 2.7 crore candidates will appear for that one. Not lakhs, you may be knowing this one. 2.5 crores to 2.7 crore candidate will apply for these vacancies. But don't worry about that. Don't consider this number, because in every class I tell you the same thing. You are fighting for only one vacancy, not for 1 lakh vacancies, right? You should be competitor for yourself only. With that confidence, you have to start the preparation. Almost in every class, I'll tell you the same thing. You have to say others that 1 vacancy is reserved for me. Start the preparation. And coming to the factual figures, students, here out of this 2.5 or 2.7, not all these candidates are serious candidates. Alright, not even 10 to 15%. So you don't worry about that. You be serious about the examinations. Alright, so for these people, conducting preliminary examination for these people, now IBPS, then Staff Selection Commission and other organizations, RRBs are under tremendous pressure. We have seen many cases in 1 or 2 years, many times the exams got postponed by Staff Selection Commission. Some exams are even cancelled also. Many malpractices are also being registered in some places across the country. To control all these things, really there is a need for one autonomous, independent, national level body. The government has taken a fantastic decision. I'm telling you one more time, really the central government has taken a very good decision, right? At least at the preliminary level. Once this is screened, right, then you need to apply for IBPS separately, right? Then SBI separately, RBI Grade B Officers separately, SSC CGL CHSL. For all these things you can apply separately. This is about a National Recruitment Agency. The exam which is going to be conducted by that one is CET, Common Eligibility Test. Of course, that is computerized, computer-based examination. Initially, they thought of giving this responsibility to Staff Selection Commission only. Last year only it has come into news. It came in the news last year only, 2019, I think June, July, they have come out with this proposal. But Staff Selection Commission has not accepted that one, because now that organization is under pressure, as I told you, because of lack of manpower, and administering all these things is getting really cumbersome, troublesome for them. For that reason, they requested the government to set up one independent autonomous body for that one. Now the burden on IBPS, Railway Recruitment Board and Staff Selection Commission is going to be reduced. They will be conducting only Tier 2 or mains or other process will be done by them. And by the way, IBPS is really doing tremendous job actually, right? Right from the notification level to the induction of the candidate in the bank, they are taking care of that. Not only banks, even like insurance and many other exams also. And one more good thing is that gradually after induction of this SET examination, gradually it is going to be applied for state public service commissions also. Alright, so mostly that may take 1 or 2 years for that one, and this is going to be preliminary examination for state public service commissions as well. We don't know how they are going to do that one, because syllabus for state public service commissions is different from that of these bank and other exams. They may come out with one solution for that one. It's too early to decide that one. And another thing is that they are going to take this score even for the private organizations also. It's really good, I'm telling you, right? Even for private organizations also, this score is going to be eligible. If that comes, then recruitment is streamlined in our country. Nowadays, even now also, the recruitment is happening very transparently in our country, but too many organizations are there. Students are getting suffered here. It's really problematic for many students, and for that matter, like I have seen some villages in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, even Rajasthan, West Bengal also. They are traveling almost 100 kilometers to reach the examination center. Now that problem is going to be solved. They have identified almost 115 districts across the country. Alright, that is aspirational districts, they call that one, I think, right? So, means in those districts they are going to conduct these tests, preliminary examination. So in every aspect it is going to be helpful for you. One more thing, students, some students are writing mails that, sir, is bank PO or bank manager a gazetted officer position, gazetted position? No, bank PO or bank manager, that won't come under like a gazetted officer position as far as Indian government is concerned, right? Gazetted officer position is that position which is published, the names are published in Indian government official gazette, right? Not all officer positions are gazetted officer. Bank PO comes under non-gazetted officer position only. Alright, then coming to what all the exams to be included in this National Recruitment Agency CET examination. SSC CGL, just now I have told you, but I just repeat that one. SSC CGL, CHSL, then SSC CPO, I have not told you that one, right? CPO sub-inspector, then assistant sub-inspector, then SSC junior engineer, then SSC stenographer, group CD I told you, then JHT, junior Hindi translator, then constable, GD constable, then followed by SSC MTS, multitasking, non-technical staff, MTS, right? So that one will be there. Coming to RRB, this is RRB NTPC. NTPC definitely comes under that one. NTPC means non-technical popular categories. You must be knowing that one, right? Then followed by RRB Group D level posts, right? Then followed by all the exams conducted by this one. What is this? IBPS. Then SBI Central Recruitment Department. Everything come under this one only. Alright, so now we are going to see very good days in our country as far as recruitment is concerned, because students am there in this field for quite a long time. Most of you must be knowing this one. For the last 24 years I have been in this country, in this industry. I have seen lakhs of students. Then initial recruitment was done by banking BSRBs, right? Banking Services Recruitment Board, BSRBs. Then in the due course of time, government has abolished all the BSRBs, right? For some time recruitment was done by individual banks. Then IBPS came into picture. But IBPS is not a new organization, students. It is there from 1984, I think, right? IBPS used to prepare question papers for all recruitment tests for all BSRBs, right? Once the BSRB is abolished, even the individual banks also consulted IBPS for that. Alright, only the administration part would be done by the concerned banks. Examination paper and everything was prepared by IBPS only. Then after that, IBPS has taken complete hold on that one, like from the notification to the induction of the student, of the candidate. And SBI, right from the beginning, SBI was separate only. Central Recruitment Board was there. After that, it has become Central Recruitment Department. Even today, SBI conducts the exams on its own resources. And of course, SBI is trendsetter. Many new questions like input, output, punchline, then arguments, assumptions, all these things were introduced by SBI only at PO level. Anyway, students, let me conclude this one by saying one note that 2020 recruitment is not going to be affected by National Recruitment Agency, because now only they have allocated the budget for this one. It should be constituted, right? It takes some time. Minimum 6 to 9 month time is required for that one. Alright, so they are going to establish this one very strong. because they shouldn't fail in that exercise. It's a very huge plan of government. Alright, so it takes some time, mostly as I told you, first quarter of 2021 or second quarter. That means 2020 SBI clerk, SBI PO is not going to be affected, SSC CGL CHSL not going to be affected, RRB is not going to be affected, and in 2021 also SBI clerk and PO are not going to be affected. You don't worry about that one, and that too there is no need to worry. Actually, you should be happy about that one. Alright, because only one examination, it maybe officially they have not declared that it is going to be valid for 3 years. I told you that one as per the information I got, right? So I shouldn't give that confirmation to you. Alright, this is only the information. Maybe that is valid up to 3 years. Anyway, students, it's a good move by central government. Alright, and I hope I have cleared your doubts. First doubt is that whether the recruitment of 2020 is going to happen or not. 100% it is going to happen as per the schedule only. No change is going to happen in that one. Up to second quarter or first quarter of 2021. You just prepare with free mind, focus on your preparation, you're going to get that one. Anyway, students, if you are really serious about this one, you just visit my website, that is chakravarthysir.com, and sign up there to create one trial account for you. See the courses how we are offering. Many students give the feedback that the courses are fantastic. You just go for that one. Try to get what you want in your life. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much, students.